Hello and welcome to today's video. You join me for match day 2 in the Super League Season 6 EU Division 1C. Today's match is between my Lizardmen and Beltronkio's Vampires. So let's have a quick look at the Vampires. So the Vampires here have a dodge runner, another dodge runner, a leader thrower, a pro thrower, and then one block blitzer, and then the rest are thralls with a block, a wrestle, and a kick. 14 players total. My lizards are exactly the same as we've seen before. 4 block, 2 guard. Okay, let's delve into the game. So I won the toss, but elected to kick. Never really sure what the right thing to do versus Vampires is. I guess if they score quick, then you're onto a drive potentially. But yeah, it's Vampires are completely different team to be playing against, particularly in this most recent iteration of them. So yeah, it's going to be a wacky game. As I said in the preview video, if you haven't watched that, I certainly would give it a watch if you can. The Vampire teams, there are 2 of them in this division. I get to play them this match day, and then the next match day will also be the other Vampire team. And those are the matchups that I was most concerned by. There is no easy match in Super League. But definitely those are the matches that I was most concerned by when I saw the division drawn. So Bloodlust pops, but Pro comes into play. 4 rerolls for the Vampires with the Pro one as well, giving a bit there. Handing off to one of the dodge runners, so eyeing up an early score here, as Vampires should be doing anyway. And a dodge with the thrall, just to secure things there. So I think this Vampire here is is a potentially interesting target. 9+ armor, obviously, but interesting that the Vampire's been left out to dry slightly. Okay, instead targeting targeting the pro one. That also makes some sense. Get rid of the free reroll. Oh, there's the double skulls. Now, if you watch the previous video, the match day 1 video, I did mention in that one that the real difficulty with this lizard build is the double skulls. The rest of it you can kind of work your way around, but the double skulls is where it hurts. Now, you might say, well, look at that, you've left all your skinks open. Vampires can just pop through the lines anyway, so I guess it's not too bad to have left it like that. Yeah, really unfortunate that the double skulls comes in. It's looking like an easy stall here for another turn for the Vampires, so they don't have to do any rushes. Okay, there is the Bloodlust on the blitz though. No armor break. Stepping in here. And a KO, so it does mean that the screen is a little less existent. So instead, does choose to do the they're moving it anyway. So no rush anyway. So just bangs it in, absolutely fine. So 11v11, Vampires 1-0 up, 2 turned. Let's see what happens. So on the ball, comes in here. So and it turns out that we've walked away from where the ball was going to end up with the nice weather. Absolutely typical. So the issue now with the Vampire team is, how do you protect the ball? Vampires can just, as I said a moment earlier, with the Hypno Gaze, Vampires can just pop those screens wide open. Okay, now normally I wouldn't do this with this position here, because there is the world where you bobble the ball out, fail the pickup, bobble the ball out. But I think, given that it is Vampires, this is probably better in terms of keeping the defense in case something goes wrong here, like a double skull up here. Trying to target the thralls, no success. We do fail the pickup, but we do put the reroll in, because if the ball's on the floor, then the Vampires are certainly in with an even higher chance. So yeah, fine with that one. Oh, KO, and there comes the Apo. So that is why I bring the Apo, is for those KOs, for the badly hurts. But now we're playing Sans Apo, and in return though, a KO for the vampires on themselves. So the only damage the vampires have done has been 2 KOs to themselves. So yeah, that's fine by me. Hypnogazing here, immediately into the ball. Fishes for the knockdown, doesn't get the knockdown, doesn't follow either. Croxagore Bonehead really causing us problems there at the end of that turn, as it just enables the vampires just to walk through. I think my worst ever match that I've played of Blood Bowl, the worst matchup, rather than the worst match, but the worst matchup I've ever played was Ogres versus Vampires, as it was as either I'm failing something or the vampires are just hypnogazing their way through. So it's not quite as bad as that, but that Bonehead there from the Croxagore feeling very much like that match that I played at UKTC last year. So there's a POW. Okay, and a removal. So bit better shaping up here for us here. Targeting the vampires now. We've got 2 thralls off the pitch, but the main concern now is the vampires. Those are the danger pieces for sure. Okay, and then we can finally get that dodge out there. Okay, not too bad. There is always a play on with vampires. That's part of their beauty and the problem. Okay, so choosing to gaze the Saurus, fails the gaze. So now we have another gaze and another failure. Wow, really lucky for us there, because otherwise that could have been blitzing the back corner here, or potentially blitzing the ball as well. And a Bloodlust again. Only into a stun this time, so no... and another Bloodlust. The Bloodlust just popping off here. And instead allows this one to go Wild Animal. Or Animal Savagery, isn't it? So, here we come, we're moving down. Obviously this isn't great being based right next to a vampire, but there's not really much that we can do. We can't get away from them, and we do need to be making our way down the pitch, trying to get a score in if we can. So not ideal, but that kind of is what it is. We get the knockdown. Targeting the leader is also quite nice here, as if we get the leader out, there goes a reroll. Okay, we fail here, and this isn't looking great. Hypno can come round. Another Bloodlust, but the prone one here can be the target. Back stunned again. Dodging here. Hypno gaze allows for this dodge through. Gaze here, and then the blitz on here. And with Hypno Gaze, that now means that the skink does not have the dodge skill, so this gets the knockdown. No armor break, but the ball does scatter. Rush. Oh, and the rush lets it go. So I was contemplating seeing about a surf here. Pretty scary though. But I was eyeing up the surf. It would require the Crocs to behave, and it would also require picking up the ball in the tackle zone. So I declined it. But But yes, I did look at the surf there for any of you Andy Davo fans. Okay, Crocs behaves. Also means we've got tail on the 2 vampires there. We fail the pickup, the reroll fails, and the scatter infield. Absolute disaster. Here we have the runner, and here we have a thrower. It's just a simple 2-2, and then the pass here, and then running away. Not good at all for the Lizards. Not even a pass, just a handoff. Catches the ball, Thrall runs down, and just like that, shaping up to be 2-0 on the Vampires' drive. And this is exactly why my fears with the division were all around the Vampire teams. I guess an Elf team would have done the same there though. But the pressure that we were put under, so much easier to achieve as Vampires than as Wood Elves, for example, or Dark Elves. So just trying to send some Saurus down to put a bit of pressure on. Get a skink or 2 down there. The Crocs. We do want to keep the option of a scoring threat though. So skink doing a block. Trying to show the Saurus how it's done. No removal though. But the Vampires very much here in the driving seat can just walk it in and get the 2-0. So not good for the Lizards. We have a 2-turn here though. So 2-turning versus Vampires, not impossible, but again, the main issue is just that ability to be able to, you can't sideline cage because they'll just hypnogaze the cage and then surf you. So yeah, the sideline cage doesn't become as appealing. Luckily, we get the Chameleon under the ball, ready for the blitz. So decides to blitz 1 skink with a Thrall, so doesn't require the Bloodlust roll. Just a push though, so not completely ruined that side of the field in terms of a push through, but now able to really secure the center of the pitch, meaning that the break through the middle is not easy. But this potentially has left this a little open here. So we do get the knockdown. We can hit this one with this. Okay, push. Follow that. That does free this now for the blitz here. Very nice. And then that gives us that skink to run through. And it's a double skulls. So no 2-turn for the Lizards. Oof, what a rough turn there. 2 rerolls and none of them left. And the double skull there. So here comes the blitz. It's a 3D with the strength 4. No dodge skill. That's been taken off. Gets the power anyway. And a KO. So just fishing around trying to get the extra hit with one of the Thralls. No block on that one because of the gaze. No armor break. And then just moving these pieces out the way before throwing the 1D. Skull into push. No problem. So most likely we'll get the we're just trying to get some hits. Hit the kick. Thrall hit the leader vampire. Yeah, nice. Not sure why we didn't just blitz the leader. We could have put the skink in and blitz the leader. Okay, we're blitzing the pro instead. Okay, that's fine. Pro and the leader both useful to get rid of if we can. But that is the end of that. And over here we still have our KO. So it's only 10 versus the full 11. Only missing 2 rookie thralls. So here I think we are looking for a reasonably quick score. Just see what we can do. See if we can get a score on the board to just get the ball rolling, really. So there's the knockdown into a KO. Nice. So gives us a bit of momentum. And another knockdown. No removal there. Push, but we get the free hit because of the quick snap. Another push. Choosing not to follow. Move into the center. Really get ourselves get the ball protected. Tuck in there. Yeah. You know, as we've said before on a couple of occasions, you know, the ball is never really safe. So so happy for just anything where we've got at least one hypnogaze has to happen is a positive, right? If 2 or 3 need to happen, then that's ideal. So hypnogazing coming through here, just dodge through, gets the dodge, gets the gaze, leaves the hit on the ball. So gazing the ball carrier, big 3D coming in. Fails the rush, fails the re-roll, and we've had a little bit of a get out of jail free card there with that double 1, as we now have an opportunity to push through and we kill the kick piece. So pretty nice if it did ever go to us being kicked to again. So the kick piece is gone. So you're telling me there's a chance? Whittling down these thralls, couple of KOs don't come back, and all of a sudden we might find ourselves in a bit of a better situation. And running the players through here, we just activate and dodge out, hoping for the best. Could have dodged sooner, I think, maybe with the fail state protection. Go for the 1D, get the pow on the leader, cheeky. But yeah, all of a sudden, in scoring range, happy to take a 3 turn here. Very, very happy. Came off the back of a failed rush there with the reroll going in as well. Vampires will have another crack at the ball carrier though. Can go with one of the thralls. Just get the tag there, and then 2D with the block thrall. Another rush. Does get us down with the reroll into a Kaz Skink. We don't have the Apo anymore. Leader now has to turn over. So we do have a play here. We do have a 3+ to get the score and bang it in 3, which I think is absolutely the play. We just try this block here first. Yeah. Another removal. Very nice. And another free hit here. No armor break. Moving in there. Blitzing the vampire. See if we can maybe get the surf. Get the knockdown instead. Stun. Very good. And now the pickup. Get the pickup. And just bang it in. So, 2-1. Not still not great for the Lizards. It is 11v10 though, with 3 not coming back. So that does mean that the Vampires still do have 11. But as the game progresses, the fact that we were able to score so early may help us in terms of trying to scrape a 3-all draw here. If the Vampires have to score quickly because of removals. And a blitz. Now, unfortunately, the kick, we know it's a 3 and 8 that the kick will go off the field. So in terms of just jamming in here, if the kick goes off the field, then it hasn't really made much of a difference. The removal here might help if we can get one. No, just an armor break, and then but we can run a skink through just in case it all goes our way. And then another skink can run down that side there. Okay. And the kickoff. Where does the ball go? Off the pitch, straight into the hands of the dodge vampire who wants it. As that is now the pretty straightforward run through here, it looks like. So going for the gaze on the Crocs, gets the gaze there. So yeah, shaping up for another pretty straightforward 2-turn for the vampires. It's looking like. Fails the bloodlust though, popping the reroll to stop the turnover. This other vampire fails the dodge. Dodge pops, fails the dodge, and rolls a 1. No reroll vampires. All of a sudden, this is wide open here, as this is just 1, 2, 3, 4, or this one here. Yeah, it's just there are some rushes involved. Only pushes. Reroll goes in. Only pushes. Oh, what an opportunity. What an opportunity missed there. Croxigore stupid as well. Not great. Chameleon can maybe come in and cover. Okay, yeah. Tag, so there's the shadowing option possibly. Okay, and this skink, hero skink, dodging through. Needed to do something. Okay, makes it a little harder for the dodge back now. And leave that. Now, with no rerolls. Oh, huge! Now, what I will say here at this point, the eagle-eyed amongst you will have noticed, and I've referred to it quite clearly, the Croxigore was bonehead. Now, unfortunately, Beltronchio didn't see that the Croxigore was bonehead, and actually the correct play here with the 2+, same as this one, the 2+ bloodlust here, was just to move this vampire in to gaze, because you could either have gazed from this square, harder gaze obviously from this square, but you would have had the bite there, or if none not, then you could gaze from one of these squares here on this. So yeah, so very unfortunate miss there. Thought that the Croxigore was active. If the Croxigore had been active, then this was the correct play because you've got the dodge skill. So it's a 3-2, but with the dodge skill rather than a 3 with no reroll. But yeah, pretty devastating, and does leave now the surf very easily for the lizard. So let's see how this pans out. So we take the push because we want the surf, we want the randomness, we want to see where the ball's going to go. Get the surf and the ball back into the end zone. And all the way over the other side of the pitch. These two thralls suddenly looking very interesting. All the skinks on the wrong side. But let's get some skinks over there now was the first thought. This one can come round. Okay, this one drops through. Then this one might 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Rush. Can we cut that now? We can. And we get the ball in hand. Amazing. All of a sudden, the game has sprung into life. The Vampire's still very much in the driving seat. But with the ball in hand, no rerolls for the Vampires. Pretty scary. A bloodlust as well. Kind of ruins the activation for them. Can't really do very much with that. Pro Vampire lurking in the wings as the sweeper along with the wrestler. Pretty scary. Blitz here on this skink. Can't really go for the skink with the ball, but can fish for the other skinks. Gets the pow. No armor break. Really big there, no armor break. Very, very lucky. Obviously, the vampires in control. Bloodluster fails, and then dodge fail there. But the vampires in control, but with no rerolls, does mean that there might be a chance. You're telling me there's a chance. So tag there. Going to be a blitz here, I'd imagine. Yeah. Pow. 5. We can stand there. Could even do the rush. Yeah, rush through to there is fine. Croxigor hit to tag the double vampires with tail. Gets the removal. Really nice to finally get a vampire off the pitch. Obviously 2 turns for the lizards. This one here, rolling a 3, not needing the. There's just a 3+ with them, so. Maybe not. Worth it, not sure. Interesting. Gets the successful gaze into a stun. Goes to gaze here, so to put the wrestler onto the ball. Gaze succeeds with pro. And now there is the 2D on the ball with the wrestler. Gets the ball down with wrestle. Don't say it's over. Vampire dodging, then this time makes it with a couple of rushes. Okay, so lizards still have 1 reroll, so Croxigor tagging there is good. That thrall is now out the game. Get the pieces further down the pitch. Big 3+ coming. That's where it all. That's what it's all going to come down to. Big 3+. Get the knockdown and the stun on the runner. Brilliant for the Hypnogaze perspective. This one can tag the pro. Nice. Chameleon screening, because if we fail the pickup, we fail. But we get it with the reroll. And a rush as well, just to put ourselves in range here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfectly in range there. And we make the 5+, the 5 me there. Hellboy classic. And out of nowhere, we suddenly have an opportunity to draw this game. 2-0 down on the Vampires' drive. They turned us over, got the 2-0, and out of nowhere, suddenly have found ourselves with an opportunity. The pro vampire doing the dodging. Chameleon skink fails to shadow. And the knockdown fails with the vampire. No knockdown. Big dodges here. So, what is the play? Can we chain push? We are looking at the chain push here on this thrall. We get the push. Which saves us the rush, and we make the double dodge and get the touchdown. 2-all out of nowhere. 2-all. 10 defending versus the vampire. It's just a movement 8 1 turn. Hypnogaze still can do a thing, but 0 rerolls. What a recovery from the lizards here. And a blitz. Nothing worth doing, as we've got nothing in range there. But the kick is very, very deep. So yeah, the vampire is still with a chance, but a deep kick will make things harder. Blitzing here gets the push. It's a good start. Stepping in. This one comes in. And gets the wrestle. So no one-turn touchdown for the vampires. Rolls the bloodlust anyway. And there's the turnover. That's the end of the game. And a huge draw there for my Lizards. If you had said to me that I would be able to draw versus one of the Vampire teams, I would have said, wow, that's amazing. To have played such a great game as well, really exciting game. Yeah, loads of drama in there. Hopefully you enjoyed it. But yeah, no, I think we got very lucky. You know, the failed rush with the Vampire to hit the ball to give us the first touchdown in 3 turns, even with the ball being popped, we just made the 3 and get on with it. That was pretty lucky that we don't go 3-0 down there. But that's sometimes what you need. And then, as I say, a little bit of a misplay from the opponent, missing that the Crocs was bonehead. I did say to him in chat, I don't think he would have missed it on tabletop. So yeah, it probably could have been a loss. But on paper, on the score sheet though, 2-2 is the score. And sometimes you just need that bit of rub of the green there, which is what we got. So with that, the team is currently 1-1-0 after 2 games, 5 matches to go. Sounds pretty good as a starting point, but I know Super League, and that doesn't guarantee anything. It is all to play for, all to change, and plenty of tough teams coming up. So, all that remains for me to be said is if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button. Leave a comment if you're enjoying stuff. And yeah, look forward to seeing you in Matchday 3 next week. Thank you very much for watching. Bye now.